Yo,
but it worked for him.
Look at Winged Shell. Those headsets just disappearing in his spectacular afro. Love it.
We got the characters and everything set up here, and we got Turbozach on the Val
That's Lucian, man.
Turbozach on the Lucian, Winged Shell on the Val.
Yeah. So we got blasters, guitars versus gauntlets and sword.
So sticking with the guitars theme that he was utilizing in the last BCX. And the guns, I do remember the guns as well. So Lucian, this is going to be his normal pick, but he is a monster on those blasters. So you really got to be careful at range. And that is something that Winged Shell is going to have to be fighting for, especially with the gauntlets. Very nice usage.
Just got up with that gravity cancel signature right up onto stage, piling on that extra damage onto Turbozach. I mean, he is bleeding right now.
Well, he's going to have to cauterize that wound if he's going to get back into this. Turbozach in the red, and that's going to put him really close to the KO potential. Gets almost taken out off the top of the recovery, and his biggest fear right now. Oh, the recovery! What a fantastic read from Winged Shell.
Read.
Oh my! Twice in a row.
Yeah, that's classic Gauntlet. Sidelight, which way you going? I'm a sidelight that way too.
Goes for a little bit of damage building for the next one. Goes for that side sig too, and he looks like he's going to go for the kill potential. And there it is. Oh my God, what a fantastic read. 15 seconds between those two, and we have a double kill really fast.
Classic textbook Gauntlet reads, classic textbook sword gimps. I mean, this guy knows it all.
He's been reading the book. I mean, if he's got the taunt as well, then you know he has it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a quick study. He knows how to apply the knowledge.
Turbozach going deep for the kill, and that's going to be the side air. Can he get back? It doesn't look like it. So this is the path for him to come back, the path of revenge.
It's a long road, though. I mean, 2 stocks to 1, and Winged Shell completely undamaged. This is going to be rough.
Well, he's going to have to rely on these blasters for the time being. They weren't working out too well earlier, but Winged Shell seems to be very comfortable actually getting through onto Turbozach.
Dunks.
This is going to be dangerous.
Bounce him off the wall. Grip him down.
And there it is.
Down. Just give him the mitts. That's it.
I can't believe he got that neutral air. That was huge.
Just coast right across. Grab him. Throw him down.
And look how confident he looks right now. He's just chilling back and smiling.
Just cracking that smile.
Turbozach thinking about things. He looks like he's getting a little bit of help. Trying to figure out what he needs to change up here.
Got to keep those hands warm, you know?
It can be difficult, you know? You get the shakes, you get a little clammy, got to keep them dry, got to keep them warm, got to keep yourself moving, because one of the worst things is getting cold hands. You get all creaky, you can't feel like you move anything. I can't believe they're coming back here, though.
Yeah, I mean, Winged Shell had such a dominant performance here. Even if you like the map, I see a lot of players don't want to return to a map that they just lost on as part of like a mental pick.
Especially if there's something like that where you have a 15-second double kill. That can be extremely devastating. Going back to that, you know you can't face off against someone off the map. I mean, we saw him lose twice off the map, one on his second stock, one on his third stock, to lose the game. So this is a very interesting to either let lie or to select in the first place.
Throwing the shuriken. But you know what? Turbozach, he's done a better job here, keeping the damage fairly even, finding more of those hits with the blasters. He's able to keep Winged Shell at that arm's distance.
Trying to keep the edge guard game going right now. Winged Shell going to find his way on top, though, and now looking for the down air. Not going to find it in the recovery, though. Is going to pop Turbozach in the air, and that is going to knock the guns away. So he's going to have to rely on the guitars for a little bit, which might be a good matchup against the sword for the time being.
Ooh, hunting for that double slice down. Winged Shell not biting, though. Turbozach deep in the red, getting hit off the wedge, finding his way back. No, that down air is going to send him out. Winged Shell taking the first stock, but a lot of damage on there. And it stayed a lot closer. We are much farther in the match here than we were previously.
We see a little bit of an adaptation from Turbozach, finding that KO and equalizing the stocks and the life, which is not something we've been seeing a lot of through BCX.
Yeah, I mean, this time last match, Turbozach was already down like 2 stocks to 1.
Trying to create a little bit more spacing with those blasters, and now Wing Shell trying to make his way back up. But Turbozach right there with the timing. Wing Shell's having a little bit harder time getting on top of Turbozach, which will potentially cost him the match if he cannot get any damage out.
Yeah, oh, just grabbing him, beating out that attack. Turbozach resetting to the left-hand side. Smart decision when you've got blasters against gauntlets. You want as much range as possible. Oh my gosh, what a dodge read. Oh, Turbozach, please not like this. Wing Shell just slamming him down. That was ridiculous.
Nair and a ground pound into side air and a ground pound again was a huge play on Wing Shell's part to convert that into a KO and take him off stage. That is somewhere where Turbozach knows he shouldn't be, but getting caught out there, there's only so much you can do, especially against Wing Shell when he is looking fierce like that.
Ooh, hunting for the dodge, but you know what? Val is just too fast. Got away from that one. Hunting for any kind of big hill, but you know what? Winged Shell has been sticking mostly to the ground. Not a lot of aerial play. Not giving Turbozach those big Qatar hits that he needs.
Turbozach, though, when he's had blasters, oh my gosh, Wing Shell just turning it around. There's the side sig. Wing Shell can make it. Oh no, there it goes. The weapon throw is going to be all she wrote.
Perfect geometry.
Sometimes that's all you need, and that island there can help out immensely with that geometrical. Oh, Turbozach turning around with a mini Qatar loop.
All right, I mean, he had to close that damage gap significantly, and that is a heck of a start.
It looks like even throwing the blasters away, he's feeling a lot more comfortable with these Qatars, which I can't blame him. Wing Shell is using two very close-range weapons.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
Especially with the gauntlets, and the Qatars can beat out the gauntlets if you have that the right move selection.
He's got him off stage. Oh, perfect jump over that signature. But Wing Shell soon to answer. Damage deficit a little bit in Turbozach's favor here, but not far behind.
He's got Wing Shell on the edge. If he could find something, he could have converted into a KO, but now it's all up in the air because it's so close and neither player wants to.
That's okay. That's really where you want to be for these Qatar recoveries. Just sending him up diagonally. Now hunting for the perfect dodge. That was so close. Wing Shell almost taking him out. What? The ceilings are so tall. I thought Turbozach was gone.
That's the thing with this map, is that it's always the horizontal blast zones that you want to aim for. Those are going to be the close kills that you will be able to find, especially for early kills. But Turbozach going to have a little bit of trouble right now fighting on a Wing Shell. Wing Shell making his way back up to stage 2, and now it's the gauntlets. He's going to have to be very careful with the signatures of that recovery. And there's the recovery. Not quite going to take him out. Turbozach now looking for the blasters. He needs a side A. No, he throws his guns away.
Turbozach, the only one armed up. Lucian with an amazing signature kit on both weapons, so he can pick and choose how he wants to end this. Wing Shell just getting up in time before wall slip took effect. Oh my
recovery.
gosh. Recovery right off the top. Yeah, there
Wing Shell didn't pop off, but one of his crew did. And that was a huge. He knocked a chair over.